Hey, this is Brook from Cedar Rapids. I'm checking out a Triage Joe Strummer Tribute Telecaster from Kevin Musmacher, Triage Guitar Shop, West Palm Beach, Florida. Alright, man. I have had several Joe Strummer made in Mexico Telecasters. So, I've never seen Joe Strummer's guitar, but this is definitely pretty, definitely more realistic than the made in Mexico. Oh, it does have the Revolution Rock, whatever you call that thing, metal thing. But, when you try to simulate the wear on a guitar, it's never perfect, but it's got some nice gacked up, whatever the polyurethane or whatever, the nitro, sanded neck. It's really kind of a rough guitar. Let's see what the tuners go to. Alright. Let's just go kind of clean. Ooh, that's a nice chirpy sound. Man, that's some rusty, crusty buildup of gunk, but the saddles are pretty clean. Very textured finish here. Got your various stickers, layers of paint. This is kind of like really belt sandery, sort of. Looks like they might have sanded the ferrules a little bit. Just neck plate, that's the word. So yeah, man, it's pretty cool. Who knows what this was before it became this? What pickups? I don't know anything, but here's the neck. So it's got the nice small frets if you're into older 60s Fenders, but it doesn't really, the action's pretty high at the nut, so that needs to be lowered. That's really high at the nut. Neck is straight enough. Seems to play in tune. So here's a picture of Joe playing, maybe a later Joe. So maybe it has more. It's kind of referring to this photo, so that's kind of cool. So this could be a later, after the Clash, kind of a tribute. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Only thing I would do is fix the nut so that the strings are closer to the fret and you don't have to strain so much. On an old 60s Fender, they're really delightful with that really low action there at the first few frets. Maybe a real good setup. The electronics. Something about the tone. It just turns to mud. It's so, kind of weird, but it's got an old set list taped on here. Kind of a reproduction. Wonder what's on there. It's all sweaty and messed up. Cool. So, yeah, very interesting. So this guitar just stopped over to visit for a minute. I thought I'd make a raw reaction to a Triage, Kevin Musmacher, Triage Guitar Shop, West Palm Beach, Florida. So this tribute guitar was assembled from the key parts below and modified to resemble the subject model via paint, sanding, and relicking. The body, AE guitar, Alder Telecaster 3 color. Neck, Fender license all parts, TRF vintage 60s replacement Telecaster neck. Custom Revolution Rock neck plate, okay, alright. Pickups, curated to match signature Joe Strummer, alright. Pickup set characteristic with 10%. Pickup set characteristics within 10%. Okay. Strings are 10 through 46. Ernie Ball Slinky. Tuners Gotha Schaller style. 6 inline. Bridge Wilkinson vintage. 6-bar bridge plate. Alright. Upgraded relic control plate and output jack Fender strap blocks. Alright. Well, that's cool, man. I don't know that much about Joe Strummer's actual instrument, but I know it was like a 66 Sunburst Tele with layers of automotive primer and black paint and a lot of stickers and fun stuff. Like I say, I've had a couple of the made in Mexico Teles. They played fine. They did have the small frets. So that's, I think with a really good setup, this guitar would play a lot better. And I'm not sure, I'd maybe, the tone control just doesn't really, just not that musical. These pots are kind of sticky. You got to kind of push hard to send, you know. This feels kind of flimsy, not like a real 60s Fender. It just feels kind of like a cheap import switch here. So anyway, it is what it is, and I'm glad I got to give a quick reaction to the guitar.